Alright, it's time to take another crack at the connections puzzle. I'm recording this at 5:39 a.m. It's a lot earlier than I usually record, but I got up a little bit earlier than usual today because I went to bed a little earlier than usual last night, and I'm actually feeling pretty energized, pretty refreshed, and who knows, maybe maybe that's gonna be what makes the difference, right? Let's go into it with a good mindset and let's see what we can do. Listen, it's got to happen eventually, and let's see if we can make some good stuff happen for the July 10th puzzle. All right. As you can see, my streak has been building steadily, although we'll see how long it lasts. All right, let's see. Let's think about this. So straight away, I noticed like khaki or fatigue, camo, and drab. These are just uh, military colors. So let's try and put that down. And let's see. So exhaust, tire, tire rim exhaust, duct? Or duct, pipe, hose? I don't know. Let's think about this, right? So what could miss be? You miss something, you miss a chance, you blow a chance, you lose an opportunity, you waste. Okay, so I think that's gotta be that. Alright, so now we've got a whole bunch of seemingly some car parts and then maybe just with some other mechanical objects, because like wheel, spoke, rim. Hang on, something feels off. Tire, exhaust, fatigue could also just be words for getting tired, but then there isn't a fourth thing in that. So I think we were right in the original thing, which is fatigue is part of that set. But then exhaust. Well, there's exhaust pipe, but I don't think that helps us much. Let's see, maybe tire, rim, spoke, like parts of a wheel, or it's, and then hub, like a hub. Well, let's maybe put a question mark on this one. So spoke, tire, rim, hub question mark. And but if we're right about this, then that means everything that remains is part of its own separate category. So what do we have left? Exhaust, pipe, hose, duct. I mean, that makes sense because like duct, hose, pipes. Like duct, hose, and pipe makes sense because they're like cylindrical objects, like hollow cylindrical objects. And if we're talking about exhaust as an exhaust pipe, then that would also fall into that same category. But then for spoke tire rim, I guess hub would like. I guess I'm primed to think of hubcap, but maybe the hub is a part of a wheel. But then, but then, okay. Well, so that's one part of it. Assuming we've got these categories, and I'm feeling fairly confident. But then the second question is, I don't know what the purple one would be. I guess it would be probably these ones, because these ones, even though they all mean the same thing, and usually that's not the purple category, but the words are all so different that are they though? I mean, they're also the first ones I saw. But then looking at the others, exhaust pipe hose duct, spoke tire rim hub. Man, I have no idea what purple is gonna be. This is one of those rare cases where like part of me is saying that this should be purple, but then part of me is also saying that it's one of these two because it would be very rare for purple to be very unusual for purple to be just a whole bunch of things where it's just different words that mean the same thing. Usually that's going to be one of the easiest ones. Um, but then which of these two would be purple? Because these ones also just seem identical to each other. You know what? I'm just gonna guess this. I'm probably wrong. Yeah, it's not even blue. Oh God. Is it exhaust pipe hose duct? Is that what it is? Is that what it is? Is it spoke tire rim hub? How is it? Oh my God! How is it this thing? Lose man, I don't know. I feel like there was no way to tell how how on earth are you meant to? Because we got this really early, and again, they're just words that mean the same thing. So I don't know, man. I don't know. We tried, but it didn't work out. But I have to say, I feel like this whole pilot project of solving these puzzles early in the morning maybe is the way to go because I did feel like I was a bit more switched on than I usually am doing these. Anyway, listen, we tried. It didn't work. I mean, you might be like, why are you whining? You still got it perfect. Well, there's perfect, and then there's perfect, right? Because we went over this, but I'll go over it again. Connections bot has its own way of analyzing your puzzle, and yeah, I would have guessed 70 plus for the solve rate because the categories were easy to figure out. The hard part was uh like which one like what's which one's gonna be which color, and yeah, there was nothing. They were all roughly the same level of difficulty. So I guess people did. I don't know, man. I guess people did see this the least often, at least in terms of what they found first. And I guess in terms of the order in which people found it, the colors are exactly correct because it should be purple, then blue, then green, then yellow. I don't know. Maybe I am wrong. But in terms of the way I saw it, I didn't I couldn't see any obvious way to say like which one's gonna be trickier than the others. Um, okay, you know what? It was a good try. We'll take another crack at it. By the way, when I said, there's perfect and then there's perfect, there's you solve the puzzle without mistakes, and then there's the uh like I know I'm getting worked up about an arbitrary number that in some ways just represents the luck of which you put in which order. There's not necessarily like it says skill, but I'm not sure there was some skill we could have applied, to help us figure out what the order was. But still, man, I'm not gonna be happy until I at least once record myself getting a 99 out of 99. But you know what? We tried, and we'll try again uh, in another couple days, I guess. So that's gonna be all for this one, and until the next time, take care.